Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here, and we're here, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, for the next episode of Dororo, this being episode 14. Now, I'm not sure what the heck was up with the release for today's episode. I think it was delayed on Amazon's part. I was sitting here waiting for it, and it didn't come out. But we have it now, finally. It's like, what, past 6 o'clock? I know it came out like a couple hours ago, but I was working on those other videos. But kind of weird because Dororo is usually out, like, really early, like 10:30 my time, a.m. So kind of weird with what happened with it. I'm not really sure what it was. Amazon never really comes out and says anything when there is a problem. But previous episode we had the face harvesting chick that we saw with like the giant statue and all of that, which kind of, I mean, we kind of return to the episodic sort of style that Dororo has done for a lot of the series, like because the stretch with Daigo and being in Daigo's domain again was like 2 episodes or 3 episodes, so it's kind of going back to how the series normally is with the episodic nature, but we may be getting into some kind of new development here with that map that Dororo had on her back. So I want to see. Well, that's what they were saying. It was a map, but I want to see more specifically, what it is and what's behind it potentially. So, yeah, we're gonna be moving on. Episode 14 of Dororo. We're starting at the very beginning, 0 seconds, and we're gonna hop into this, everyone, in 3, 2, 1, play. And start us off with this week. Okay, so they're going back to Dororo's parents. This must be where the map, the origins of the map or whatever is on her back started. That money I gathered up from the samurai. It's for the powerless. Such a great man. I need you to make sure Dororo understands. Pass this on. Like Dororo had great parents. No doubt. I've hidden the money past the. Oh, so that must be what the map is for. You better not tell me. I was about to say she's about to use it, but she might use all the money for Dororo. Aw. So the map, engrave it here. But we know it's on Dororo's back, right? But it's a location where a bunch of money is. Oh, so half of it on her back and half of it on Dororo. So it's not even a full map? Okay, so now we're going into something that, yeah, this is gonna be sweet. Mm-hmm. Dude, love this new OP. Asian Kung Fu Generation came in with some heat. I wouldn't say it's better than the first OP because that's just such a hard OP to beat. Like that's like, I feel like at the end of this year I'm gonna be saying the first opening in Dororo is like the best OP, or like definitely in the top 3 or top 5. Asian Kung Fu Generation was gonna have to do some crazy stuff to come in and beat the first OP, but it's still really good. Yep, new layout. Let me know what y'all think of it. This visual of Talamaru too with the eye slash. Talamaru, we're gonna be coming back to that, man. What's going on, Himiko? We kind of have a problem if it's only a map, only half a map. Yeah, yeah, because we may have somewhat of a general idea. That's why I'm thinking like. That's why I'm thinking maybe it's not half a map, but she was saying half of it on her and half of it on Dororo. So I don't know. Maybe some kind of at least they'll have some kind of a lead. The story of Sabame. So yeah, they were like relaxing, the hot spring and all that. Glad you guys like the new layout. I think it's clean. It's kind of refreshing too to have something new, you know. The map appears whenever your body is warmed up. That's why. Well, we never really saw Dororo's back like that before, you know, like. But that's what something Dororo's parents left behind for her a little bit before my mama died. Okay, okay. So remember this well. Wow. Dude, you telling me Dororo's dad drew that or like did that? This man was an artist too? Hyakimaru. Hyakimaru. That would be. Now it makes sense. Yeah, right? Let's say you defeat all the demons and get his body back. Where do you go from there? What happens from that point? That is an important question to ask, especially in the reality of this world. Yeah. Great advice from. That is great advice. I mean, that is a good question. You should be at. It's. Right. Yeah. The world is still. There's still. It's still going to be twisted. It's still going to be effed up. But this world that these characters are in, for the most part. I wonder like how much total it is, or like I don't think they went into that at all. A lot of options, a lot of possible, a lot of decisions to be made. Mm. And he leaves. He leaves him on that note. Kill demons. I bet he doesn't even know what he wants to do or like what. The only thing he's been caught up on is getting his body back. That killing the demons. Like nothing else really has been on Hyaki's mind. I mean, there's Mio, Dororo, but oh, poor Dororo. What was that? Buy one. Whoa, what the fuck is that? What the fuck? But this thing's actually like real. Like, what the hell? This is so freaky. I'm about to have nightmares. Get this, I bet I don't think this thing means any harm, but get this thing off Dororo. What is this thing? It's still carrying. I'm legit going to have nightmares, dude. What the heck? Sounds like it keeps saying mama. So that probably that thing we saw, that ghost or whatever the heck that was this thing's mama? I don't I don't know. But what even is that thing? What exactly would you call that? Like it has like a couple hairs on its head and everything. Like, can you let go of Dororo? I mean, this thing seems like it doesn't mean any harm, but pee pee. You gotta go pee? What the heck? Get away! Get away! If this thing was chasing me, dude, I would be shook. Yeah, please get off Dororo. What the? There's that. Dude, this thing looks like some out of like like a Junji Ito work. I know this came way before Junji Ito, but like any Junji Ito work, but that thing looks like it would fit right in with the Junji Ito work. Oil, bunch of oil. But there was a fire here or something. The whole thing's burnt down. Like part of it was burnt down. Why? So it's really attached to Dororo for some reason though. Eating Dororo? No, 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 no. What the heck, dude? Where did this thing even come from? Or like, oh, it can disappear. You're good. Then this dude comes out of nowhere. Sorry, my mom came down here. This dude gives me a bad, ominous vibe feeling. Bame, the lord of this land. And there was some like I saw some like streaks of red or some kind of red when Hyaki was looking at him. And this Sabame dude does not seem like good news. Certainly not good news. This is really spooky though, really mysterious. Not sure. Yeah, see, like there's bits of red around him, but Seems like the people are doing good from the look of it, from the sound of it. They seem in high spirits. But yeah, that baby monster thing disappeared. We saw that like that chick like disappear as well, and then Sabame, this dude came out of nowhere. This is really weird, dude. This is where he lives. Yeah, okay, how do I use these? Dude, like look at these, look at the dude's eyes too. Like his eyes are like looking in two different directions. Like, I mean, I know some people have like lazy eyes and all that, but like he just his whole look and his whole like he just seems so weird to me. It's creepy. What was that reaction? He was like, at the mention of a ghoul. The nun took in orphans from the surrounding villages. We heard something like this. Not no, not like this, because this is like slavery for little kids. Like, what the hell is this? What the hell is wrong with you? Right? But this isn't the first time we've had orphans in an area and then their place gets burned down. Like, but like, what the hell? Like, why? Why would you treat like some poor children like that, dude? Was that Daigo's emblem, or am I tripping? That looked like some kind of album at the bottom of the bowl. At the bottom of the bowl. So apparently, lightning came down, struck the temple, the place, and the ghost of the nun. So that was that first chick we saw was the ghost of the nun. Hmm. I don't. I honestly don't. Just because about the ghoul, no. And about how it was burnt down by lightning. You're right, like lightning. Oil, there was oil there, yeah. And just his appearance and just like how he came out of nowhere and just his look seems really odd to me. This all is pretty sketchy. Oh, look at those two. Hmm. If it is as much money as like great freaking parents though, man, really. But if Dororo's in control of that or finds that, then he's gonna have probably a bunch of people after him. People are gonna try and take advantage of her. Aw, that's some real shit though. That for real, man. Ah, poor Dororo. But all this being on her, I couldn't even imagine, right? Like especially learning something like this now, like oh no, no. If this episode wasn't like scary and nightmare fuel, if there wasn't enough nightmare fuel already, dude. Is Hyaki up? Yo, wake him up! No, dude. Oh my god, it has fucking arms, dude. Oh, wow. Damn, this man Hyaki just hopped out of bed right into fighting action. Uh oh. Oh, dude, look at how it moves. Man, if we haven't had enough nightmare fuel already, dude, I swear I'm gonna have nightmares about this episode. I literally. Ugh. Jeez. Oh, it's calling out to something bigger. Oh, this must be the freaking Sabame dude and probably the girl that was with him too. I don't know if that was his wife or his girlfriend or something. Like it's like these are like some Pokemon moves or something, man. We got a freaking Caterpie and a freaking Venomoth. There's something, man. Probably the freaking Sabame dude and the chick that was with them. Sleep potion or something, or sleep paralysis. A demon. It was his that the girl with him, and then he's that freaking caterpillar. Oh, so no, this is a different chick. That wasn't the chick with him. Finally got you some food, two of them. What the hell? The one the 12th cannot devour. Wait, what? You talking about like your insect babies or what? I feel like maybe this man's being taken advantage of. This Sabame. You see the look on that chick's face at the end. So that wasn't the same chick that was with him, right? When Dororo and them were greeted, when Dororo and Hakimaru were greeted by the guy, and they were. I don't think that was the same chick. That was a different girl. Huh. This that was freaky though, man. Oh. When he's talking about his children, though, their children. That's not the nun chick, right? I thought that was who the chick we saw at the beginning of the episode, like the very beginning, and then the baby, the freaking baby monster thing or whatever. I think he's probably another Daigo. He does remind me of Daigo, kind of like just from his look. Well, not really his look, but just the way I don't know the way he like carries himself kind of reminds me of Daigo. But I don't know. But still, either way, some people are being fed to this, to this. What was she like? A giant freaking. I don't even know, dude. Like a giant moth or something. Like, ugh. So like people are still being fed. People are being killed pretty much to for him and his children or his people, which I'm thinking is not even. They may not even be human. You know, I don't know. What the hell? Yeah, the dude's eyes, like he yeah, reminds me of like what's the dude's name from one of those Fate characters. I forget what the hell his name is. One of the Fate characters with the weird eyes that are like freaking moving and shit. I forget what his name is. I think it's one of the servants, is it not? Or one of the I don't remember freaking hell, but that's what it reminded me of. Now I know people have like lazy eyes and all that, but dude's like still dude's eyes like were creeping me the hell out. This whole episode was creeping me out. The freaking caterpillar, the giant moth, the baby monster thing, or whatever the hell that was, dude. What the heck? Like in the noises it was making, and like what the heck? She's looking good enough in human form. I mean, like, yeah, it's like night and day between you see her in the human form and then in that freaking moth form. Like, yeah, rather have the former. Oh, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with this. But this shit's freaky so far. But we're not done with this. So this wasn't one of those like kind of last week when it was like a one part kind of thing. You know, one episode and done. They're gonna spend some like two, probably the whole next episode on this part. But also the big development going forward too is the map, and we learn what's up with that with Dororo in this episode. Something I definitely wanted to see in this episode for them to go into more, and they did with what Dororo's parents left behind for her, and this being a great amount of money or wealth. So that's definitely a big plot point that you know we're gonna get more into in the future. So Hyaki and Dororo both got burdens to carry from their parents. Yep, very true, definitely. Because now, like the old man said, like the priest said, what you if you do find this, or even after you kill the demons, ask. He asked both of them. You know, two questions directed towards both of them in this episode. Like, Hyaki, what the heck are you gonna do after you defeat all these demons and get your body back? What are you gonna do then? Dororo, what are you gonna do when you get if you do find this wealth, you do find this money? What are you gonna do? Right? Like, those are things that they have to carry in their minds. What are they gonna do with their lives after this? Because there's gonna be a lot of parts of the world even after they do this that aren't gonna change. So you know, but I do like where they're going with that in in that aspect. But I'm especially excited to see what happens when they reach that point. Like when they find, say, the amount of money or the wealth or whatever, they follow the map, right? That I like stuff like that, man. I like stuff like that. Yeah, they'll probably wrap this up next week or the week after, I would assume. But so far, I mean, the freaky aspect is definitely there, but I'm also interested in this kind of like what's going on here, even though it was freaky. I'm probably gonna have nightmares about it, but you know, we'll see what happens in the next episode. This is a good episode though, for sure. I liked it. Really spooky, really spooky, but also good development, right, for Dororo and Hyaki, just based on what the priest was saying and asking them in this episode. Because now we can kind of, especially Dororo, in Dororo's mind, Dororo was thinking about that two or three times in this episode, what the priest had said to her. So Hyaki, haven't really got Hyaki's thoughts on it, but I don't really expect to hear really his thoughts on it because right now all he's worried about is killing demons. But that's going to be a big thing going forward as well. So we'll see. So yeah, that about does it for this episode of Dororo. I hope you all did enjoy the video, the stream. If you did, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out, y'all.